When planning and creating my poster, I felt that the fonts, taglines, quotes, and other features had to represent my genre and target audiences accordingly. I chose a font for my cross-media packages that was bold, modern, and sans serif. This choice of typography allowed me to create a modern yet conventional effect that would appeal to fans of the social realism genre. Within the social realistic genre, I discovered using bold fonts within the title of the film is very conventional on other magazines such as 4321 and Bullet Boy. I also opted to use this bold effect for my own title to develop the conventions, as I think the title of the film is an important aspect which my target audience need to recognise. As the title of my film is specified as The Hood, this creates a syntactic element theorized by Rick Altman, which implies the genre of social realism, as I am using the noun hood, which refers to gritty locations and is a sense of realism. The colour of the typography used on my title is a dark red. This has connotations of darkness, danger, and lifelessness, which are key themes or syntactic elements within my film. As for the placement of the title, I chose to place it at the top of the poster in the middle of the page. I challenged conventions from recognising Ill Manners and Sketch have not done this, and instead they place the title towards the bottom of the page. However, by undergoing further research of social realistic films, I discovered other films such as Kidulthood and Bullet Boy place their title at varying degrees over the image of the characters. By placing it at the top, I didn't want my title to overlap with the image of the main protagonists, thus placing him makes it look tidier. One conventional aspect I have developed to my own product is by having the tagline, "It's about the choices you make," above the title of the film. This was also used in Ill Manners, Shank and Bullet Boy. The name of whom the film was written and directed by is only shown within the billing block. I place the billing block in a significantly small text as I feel this is the least popular feature my target audience will look at. The size of the billing block is conventional for most genre films, including ones which are not social realism. I discovered films such as One Day and Shank place the director's name underneath or around the title. However, I decided to challenge these conventions as I think audiences would be unfamiliar with the name and therefore an unknown source will not interest my target audience. Underneath my billing block is the logos for the institutional information. I've developed this convention into my own product as I realise most social realism films I am familiar with show logos underneath or next to the billing block. This initially makes me think having one is important and thus I should enclose it in my own cross-media packages. Neither of my trailer or auxiliary text show the name of the director other than showing it in the billing block. I chose to place the release date, coming soon, towards the bottom of the page and in the same typography and coloured font with the title to apply further emphasis and to draw some kind of attention, as it is important for the audience to know the release date. The main image in the middle of my poster depicts the main characters beside each other holding both a gun and a baseball bat. The location I took this picture is vital as it reflects the genre of social realism, a gritty working class society. From analysing other posters such as Ill Manners or Kidulthood, the image needs to attract my target audience, and I discovered the semantic element of the location is a conventional piece which needs to be shown as rough and edgy. I therefore developed this convention across my cross-media packages by having a ruined council-blazed flats as the background. By placing the characters beside each other, it conveys enigma codes theorized by Roland Barthes as it results them to come to a conclusion. By placing the characters in a large size, it attracts the audience and strikes out, which is important as the image needs to be vivid. When researching other social realistic posters, I discovered a conventional piece is by using a range of characters in the image, and this was shown in 4321, Shank, Kidulthood, etc. By challenging this, I'd used two characters which made my poster look more simplistic yet looked professional and attractive. Ill Manners challenges this due to them only using one character on their image, which is an effective approach. The image on the poster is a medium shot and we can easily see the character's face as it connotes a narrative of disruption following part of Todor's theory. The high key lighting reflects the image was taken during the day. The colour of the sky is shown as both red and blue. This emphasises a mysterious and tense atmosphere which falls into the narrative convention of British social realism. The image of this poster that ties in with the overall narrative of the theme of ill manners, as the sky and the image of the flats look similar. Both the dark and light effect on the sky may be described as binary opposites, i.e. light versus dark or evil versus good, theorized by Levi Strauss, which may let the audience know something is going to happen. I decided to use pull quotes. Unforgettable kicks the door off its hinges, and Review Quotes, a film for our times, for all three cross-media packages. This makes the audience more aware of other professional critics giving positive feedback. I decided, as I am targeting a younger audience, reviews from familiar music websites, i.e. mtv.co.uk, and music magazines, i.e. Q Magazine, this will attract them as they are familiar with these other places and therefore trust their sources. The image on my poster shows performance, and thus by using props, i.e. the baseball bat and the gun, the location and props create a semantic meaning as the mise-en-scène speaks for itself. Within my billing block, it shows I have selected Gunslinger as an in-house production company to the Revolver Group and Revolver Entertainment as my film distributor. Here I have developed the normal conventions of British social realism by using the same British production and distribution companies. This allows my film to be made to a fairly minimal standard. When analysing the two websites for my chosen films, I found that the same characters were both in the poster and website in the case of Sket. However, the website for Ill Manners shows a wide range of characters compared to the image on the poster. I challenged conventions throughout my cross-media packages by using Indians instead of Caucasians or Black Africans. From my questionnaire results, I had discovered many of the participants were Indians, thus meaning I should target my own product at Indians, making it unique. The house style for both Shank and Ill Manners is consistent throughout the cross-media package, which shows this to be a conventional piece. I therefore developed this convention into my own work so both my website and poster look consistent. On my own product, I decided to replicate the background of the image, but decided to change the characters' positions, so instead of facing back to each other, they are facing towards each other. This again follows Todorow's theory of disruption, as it shows rivalry between these two characters, since they are facing their weapons towards each other. The medium shot of both characters lets the audience see their facial expressions, which show these protagonists to be aggressive. The mise-en-scène, clothing and props used are similar from the image on my poster, which creates consistency within both cross-media packages. By having the iconography of the gun and bat, these are conventional aspects I have used which are shown in films of a social realism genre. Towards the top of the website, I chose to add a sound icon and an interactive tab with review quotes, Fearless and Phenomenal, and from analysing other products, this was only shown on the One Day website, which means it is an unconventional feature I have challenged. I had added an interactive bar with film reviews to take up white spaces and so that my audience can see professional critics' comments. Above this is a play, pause and stop button, which alerts sound as soon as the audience members enter the website. This will entertain the audience whilst they look online. By not embedding a trailer onto the website, I have developed conventions as I haven't seen this done on many social realistic trailers other than Sket. I chose to place my navigation tools at the top of the page, thus developing conventions as I have seen both Sket and One Day do this. The social networking icons at the top of the website use a common convention found across any movie website regardless of genre. This would help market and promote our film and produce audience interactivity as well as create hype. By using a variety of these networks, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, it allows my target audience to produce fan pages and virally market my product, creating a fan base. Next to this is a Spanish version of my website. I challenge conventions by inserting a tab which will take any international audience members to a new similar page but in a different language. Not only do I want to attract a young British audience, but any international members will create a larger fan base for my film.